Hi, welcome back from the buzz. Everybody's been buzzing for the past couple of days with regards to Manchester United's epic comeback from 2 goals down at home after conceding two unlucky goals and giving up, actually conceding 4 goals in one game and then almost losing our spot in the semi-final of the Europa League. We now scored 3 goals to come back after scoring 2 goals in the first half, but is what it is. We have to move forward now because we have a Premier League game to prepare for. And then Rúben Amorim knows that the pressure is real, but he's not backing down. As Manchester United prepare to face another team, a troublesome team, resurgent Wolves side. I mean, the message is clear. Respect the opponent, but trust the process and brace yourself for a battle at Old Trafford. Now, in this pre-match press conference, basically, Rúben Amorim didn't sugarcoat the challenge ahead. He opened with praise for Wolves and their manager, Victor Pereira. I mean, we played against Wolves in the last game, in the previous leg, the first leg, and we lost to Wolves because Victor Pereira actually, masterminded a victory against Man United using the same formation that Rúben Amorim used. And Victor Pereira is actually a Portuguese coach. The same 3-4-3 he played and all of that. Now, he described them as fresh and full of quality, with special mention of the top scorer, Matheus Cunha. Amorim knows the danger there and that they are informed, tactically disciplined, and coming to Old Trafford with nothing to lose. We as well ourselves, we just want to save face and we don't want to lose ground in the Premier League, even though we're in the bottom half of the Premier League. And I'm pretty sure, based on what I watched from the press conference, the pre-match press conference, Rúben Amorim is solely focused on, keeping us afloat in the Premier League and then trying to win the Europa League, which was not the target before the game. Now, it is not just about the opponent. Amorim is not juggling a squad stretched. He's also now juggling a squad stretched to its limit with players like Dalot visibly fatigued, as he said. Visibly fatigued, he hinted at resting some players or some key figures to avoid injuries. And that means changes are coming, and the team sheet for Sunday could surprise a few fans. I myself, I don't even know what to expect from the team sheet, but we will see. I'm pretty sure Amorim will try to do a blend of experience and youth. But one of the most striking parts of the presser was his stance on youth integration. He admitted that it's not the right moment to be playing kids, but with injuries and demanding schedule, he might not have a choice. Still, there is a silver lining. Young talents like Ayden Heaven, obviously probably returning back for this game. Amass and Chido Obi have stepped up when called upon, and Amorim is beginning to see them as real options. In fact, Amorim stated that Ayden Heaven wasn't expected to be involved as much this season, but he said due to injuries, Heaven was put right into the deep, stuck right into the deep of the squad. And right now, in Amorim's words, Ayden Heaven is his player. Right now, Victor Lindelöf and Mazraoui are both back in training after personal issues after the first half in the Lyon epic game, with the manager handling with grace, reminding everyone that some things are more important than football. The leadership, empathetic, measured, and focused is exactly what United need right now. Now, Amorim also took a moment to praise Andre Onana's performance that when asked against Lyon, calling it a step forward in a tough season. Confidence is key, and Onana will need to build on the momentum against Wolves. A Wolves side that would not forgive mistakes. Obviously, we've had serious struggles with Wolves. Remember last season, Onana getting a red card for a tackle on, or potential red card for trying to punch the ball and probably hitting a player down on something like that. So these are the things. And if you remember Kobe Mainoo's epic goal as well to help us claw us back to victory into a 3-2 win in the first season of Eric Ten Hag when Kobe Mainoo came on in November. I think that should be that should be it. So, and Kobe Mainoo is going to 2 years playing for Manchester United in the first team, right? So like I said, Onana would need to build on that momentum, right? And there's also a curious case of Matheus Cunha, right? Amorim name dropped him, calling out his quality and goal scoring run. When asked if Cunha could play for Manchester United, he brushed it off. But maybe, just maybe, there is more to that than that story, right? There's more to that story. Now, this Sunday, Amorim faces another tough test, a really tough test, because in our bid to try to not be behind in the table, we need to navigate this tie. If possible, try to win the game. Can he navigate the pressure? Trust the youth, manage the rotation, and still deliver a good result? Remains to be seen. But we'll find out at the Theatre of Dreams. It's our home ground, so we need to not let Wolves, have the better of us. But that's pretty much all about the press conference. It was a pretty short one. It was over 4 minutes, but obviously it's post Europa League, so obviously we didn't expect that, and we don't expect an embargoed one, but it is what it is. So yeah, let me know your thoughts and feelings about Amorim's words. Let me know your thoughts and feelings about what he said with regards to the preparation ahead of Wolves. And we'll see you in the next video, which would be the match preview for the game against Wolves. But let me know your thoughts and feelings, and we can build from this one. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing. I still see that everybody is still buzzing. Manchester United is still trending on social media, especially on X. Because we're still buzzing from the victory on Thursday, and fans are beginning to say one or two things with regards to that, and saying, "Oh, how are we celebrating like we won the Champions League final or even the Europa League final?" But you will never understand until you become a Manchester United fan. When you become a Manchester United fan, then you understand why this time or this period is very important to us as fans as we build towards the new season or new era in Manchester United with Amorim and the new board and the rebuild. So thank you so much for liking. Thank you so much for subscribing. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't have to miss anything as it relates to Manchester United. Also, hit the comment section and drop your comments telling me what you think about Rúben Amorim's thoughts on the next game and how you think Rúben Amorim will plan for the game. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Goodbye. And God bless.